I don't care who it is. You had sex on me, and that's just that. I don't care who it is.
So let me break this down. If my girl went on a girls trip and she slept with somebody, would I be mad? Absolutely. I'd be enraged, right? I'll be even more enraged if it was a relationship that was established throughout a common environment. So if they're working together, or maybe her schedule lines up where every Saturday she's grocery shopping, and
hurts.
now it's like,
That's
damn.
a relationship.
You know what?
That is a
It's
relationship.
called
That is a-
premeditated murder.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's a whole relationship, though.
It
like,
is.
that's tough.
And then I guess everybody's different because I don't tolerate. If you're gonna cheat, then go do you.
Even if he paid for it?
I mean, unless if it's with me, all right, cool. But if you're just gonna go do it behind my back, and then I had to find out, it's not like you
What if he
came and
tells
was
you?
honest about it. If you come and tell me, I don't know, I might be like, all right, don't do it again. Don't do that shit again. But I don't know. I really don't know. And it depends on what's going on in our relationship. Like at the same time, like, am I stressed out about other shit too? And then you go and do that? Because if that's the case, then you doing too much. But you know, if things are good in our relationship and you slip up and you come and tell me without me having to find out, then maybe that's different.
And so
But that's funny because men won't do that for this. If the woman comes and be like, I slipped up, I cheated, men will never take her back.
That's cap.
That's not true.
That is
Really?
Men
But you know what the
cheat more
thing
than
is?
cheat more than
Men,
people
yeah,
think.
here's the thing. Men and women are different when it comes to their spouse cheating. And you know why? If a man gets cheated on, and he decides to stay, he's taking it to the grave. Nobody's gonna know. If a guy cheats on a
That's not
girl,
always true.
she calls all of her friends, her parents, whoever,
parents, her
cousin,
pastor, her niece and them.
yeah, everybody now knows. So like, it's like, yo, if she really cheated on me, I ain't gonna tell nobody.
It's humiliating to women too. Sometimes I feel like men treat us like we're not human like them. Like for example, I was saying this the other night. Like I feel like you don't agree with racism, and when we talk about how certain races treated other races like animals, knowing that we the same species, and like it's crazy because we have the same emotions. You want to fuck bitches and get money. Sometimes we want to fuck get money too. Like I don't understand why y'all act like y'all emotions are just only you can feel it. We're human too. So the same shit you feel, we feel that shit. I'm a woman that's like, I'm waiting for marriage. You get what I'm saying? And that's how I was brought up, and I'm never gonna veer away from that. Like I'm never gonna. I'm not gonna have no, I'm saying some women are like this. Like, I'm never gonna have a whole phase, or I'm never gonna like step away from what I was taught growing up or whatever. And then you have some people like it's in their nature where like, I just wanna have fun, and if the right person comes around, they'll come around, and like, or like some girls, like I'm waiting for the right guy to take care of me, or some girls is I want to be independent, like.
I don't think that's nature.
You think that's what, just.
That's called influence.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people are confusing your nature, versus your influence.
You're just saying that because I just confused it, kind of. So you're trying to be funny.
No, I'm not. I'm saying, no.
You're trying to be funny.
No, because.
Okay, I probably fucked up.
No, you didn't. You said it right, because here's the thing. There's people that think that it's their nature to want to have fun and be aloof. No, it's not your nature. You just, there are certain influences that are probably around you, or it could be the lack of responsibilities that you might have had. There's a lot of variables that go into it. But like what I'm saying is, when we're talking about nature, for example, if there's a girl who's been treated like, she walks in this room, right, from when she was 7 to when she was 25 to when she was 35. No matter, whenever she walked in this room, you felt her aura. And you gave her automatic respect. That's her nature. Right. But then when we start to confuse nature versus influence, like there's a lot of people, guys, right? Let's go flip side on the guys, who want to be that guy.
So bad.
But they're not that guy.
Natural. It's not natural.
So but they're influenced because maybe they're around men that are that guy. Yeah. Maybe they're on social media where they keep on seeing that guy. Maybe they got a couple of dollars so they feel like that guy. Yes, but you're still not that guy. That's not your nature.
I'm gonna give you kudos on that. Thank you for educating me a little bit.
No, listen, this. I think that exactly it is that people need to understand what they want and what it takes to be what they want.
I agree with that.
Right? If you want a man who is, making millions of dollars a year, you most likely can't be combative. Yeah. Because he's not going to deal with it.
Yeah, you have to be extremely submissive more than likely.
Combative is probably the
No.
first elimination
Yeah.
that you're gonna
Yeah,
get.
because I'm not dealing with that. Like,
Unless you meet a man that's into dominatrix.
That's
but
different.
that's it.
Okay,
That's
fine.
that'll probably only be
Alright.
like in a bedroom. Like,
Right. Okay. Fine.
but same thing with the woman, right? On the flip side, if you want a woman who is very goal oriented and striving to be things like, on a high pedestal, you can't be a guy who's comfortable making 50,000 and not trying to elevate.
I have a friend that has experienced that, where he got one of the baddest chicks on, the gram, based off of, common opinion. And that person just like turned them off completely
What do you mean?
because the ambition wasn't there, had no goals, complaining about, I don't know what I'm gonna do, like things are not going my way. I'm not making the money I'm used to making, and thinking that they were gonna be saved. And that just completely turned that man off, because it's like, all right, what do you have planned for your future? What was your end goal? What did you want to be in life? You know what I'm saying? So
She is being what she want to be in life. A baddie.
a bad bitch, yeah.
That's
But
it.
some people, but you should be able to see through that. So you should be able to say, what I don't understand sometimes with men is like, why can't you just pick a girl that's educated, she works at the pharmacy, and she wants to become whatever, and why can't you just say, all right, she's a beautiful girl, and if you then want a bad bitch, then say, all right, you want your stomach done? Like, why can't
fix her
you?
up.
Yeah, like if she wants to glow up, then help her glow up.
Rehab her.
This is the thing.
I don't know, like help her.
Being a bad bitch on Instagram and social media is the equivalent to being a drug dealer. That's the same thing when a girl's be like,
short-lived.
get out the, yeah, it's just short-lived success story. And then they're at the top of the pedestal for a decade.
10 years is the most, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
but even still, a lot of people are getting their body done and thinking all of a sudden they're a bad bitch when they don't even have like,
Yeah,
they're
I've
like
seen some.
insecure, and
about
they're
to
like,
say.
you're not even, you did all of that for no reason. You thought you were just gonna get you a boss dude because you got your body done and now you look good, but you still act like
A 4.
Weirdo.
You still act like a 4. You know what it is? Because a lot of men can't keep a girl.
Speak on it.
Because
think so?
What most men can't keep a girl. Most men can't keep a girl. That's why they pay for experiences.
I thought it was the girls that couldn't keep a man.
A lot of girls can't keep a man now because they've so used to these unrealistic experiences.
Yeah.
So you got all these dudes who can't keep a woman and can't fulfill the woman. So, when you can't do something internally, what do? You search for whatever resources you have externally.
True.
So, and it's a people too. It's a people thing. So there are bosses that do that with employees. There are relationships that do that with their spouses, and so on and so forth. In order to keep people, you try to buy people.
Right.
And it's a reality that I feel like no one wants to accept, that a lot of people have been purchased.
Yeah.
And they're so used to being purchased, they're not looking for what's genuine, or valuing, I should say, what's genuine.
Yeah, because the real you sometimes is not.
It's not cool.
Yeah.
The real you is whack as look. The real you is whack as hell.
The real me
So-
is that bitch. Everybody go fuck with the real me. I can fart right now. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with her.
I do fuck with Gina though. I ain't
This
gonna lie
is the
to
real
you.
me.
Yeah.
I have always been a goofball, and I'm not gonna lie. I had to learn how to do my makeup and stuff. I wasn't always that, I had the buck teeth, real skinny. But I always was, I can honestly say I've always been the same person.
So your exterior
And I'm comfortable with that.
caught up with your interior.
Yes. I believe that. I truly believe that.
That happened to me too, cause I was a very frail dude growing up.
When you were small.
I was skinny. Like when I graduated high school, I probably was 150 pounds.
Word.
Yeah, but the problem.
150 ain't bad.
That's not bad.
I was 140 when I graduated high
It's
school.
120.
Nah, I played sports, so everybody was
yeah,
like
150.
180, 225,
Damn.
255. These were grown men at like 18. But
Yo, you ever see some high school football team? They look like
they're
grown
big.
Man.
Yeah, they're
That's
big.
crazy.
These kids have even gotten bigger. But the crazy thing is, but in my mind, I was already Aki. I was already that guy. Like I think I said this on A to the Table one time. One of the upperclassmen was like, "Yo, when you look in the mirror, what do you see?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, bro? I'm the same size as you, but I'm 5'4" and he's 6'2". So like in my mind, I was already that big.
Yo, I thought I was thick when I was skinny. I was just
Yeah.
like, my booty I could feel my booty wiggle when I walk. I know I'm thick.
I thought I was
So are
thick
you
when
guys
I was
Once I got
saying
skinny.
pictures, I was like, this bitch.
So are you guys saying that we're all? Are you guys saying that we all stars inside? We just,
Yeah.
but some people it never comes out.
I think that some
Yeah.
people never get there.
I think so.
Really?
Because when you listen, if you go a long time, you're a star inside, right?
Yeah.
But eventually, the star inside of you has now been able to blossom
Yeah.
and show the world outside of you, right? And now they can see inside and outside you match,
Right.
Right? Now there's a lot of people that have a star inside of them that they never get to.
Why?
Well, there's a lot of
Because they don't
love
believe in
first.
it. They don't
They don't
believe in
believe
it.
it's gonna
They
happen?
don't believe in it. Like, they really don't truly believe in themselves, or they
Yeah.
don't believe. You know what I think? I think people just care too much about people around them. They care about their opinion. I'm not gonna laugh like that because people are gonna think that, you know, my laugh is ugly, or I'm not gonna say this joke because people are not gonna agree with it. And I think that sometimes, like, when you really decide, I don't care what anybody says, I'm just gonna let whoever I am shine through. And that's when you realize the people around you are the people that love you because they accept who you are. So it's not like I'm trying to be with the popular crowd. No, you should let your personality shine, and whoever is around you are the people that should matter.
I agree, but then there's another side, right? Because I feel like, for example, Jada. Jada says she's.
Let's talk about Jada.
Jada-
Okay, don't do that.
Jada says she's that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So she had.
I wasn't trying to say it like that, but
It's okay. You said it. So she had
it like that.
options, right? She had options, whatever, right? I had options, right? We had options.
yeah.
But the difference is when we had those options, we were being us. So when people are trying to get people to love like them,
Okay.
they're not being them
Themselves.
anymore. So what's being loved is not them.
And then eventually you come out,
They're
and people are just like,
and then
I
you
can't deal
come
with
out,
this.
and then exactly. Then now, once they come out, what happens is you have a lot of people around you that will want you once you start to do good things in your life.
Yeah.
and-
Once you pop.
yeah.
Yeah.
But nobody loves
It's
you.
like nobody cares because everybody's really fake these days. They'll
But-
accept anything.
But people don't realize that. People don't realize that when somebody's popping, right, who got popping from maybe a talent, a skill, or knowledge, they're not being loved for them. They're being loved for how they're perceived.
But what if that's who they are?
9 times out of 10, it's not. A lot of people have to fake it to make it. See me, Rico, that's
I
me.
don't think that's true.
100% you.
100% me. Whether like I get
Because you don't
1,000,
have to remember what you said
yep.
if you don't lie.
if you don't lie.
I don't have
Yep.
to remember.
I don't
And you
lie.
don't have to really take back. I mean,
Within reason.
within reason, right? What you're saying, because you're saying it from an honest place.
Yeah.
Now, but that takes a lot of time being comfortable in your own skin. So how can I expect, if I was never comfortable in my own skin and now I finally feel like I got an edge, maybe Eight at the Table has now given me a voice, right? I'm still not gonna know how to really be myself entirely and embrace that voice because I'm gonna feel like I need to fulfill whatever needs to be perceived. So nobody
So now
actually
you're
know-
moving on perception.
You're moving on
Yeah,
perception.
You're, not being
You're trying to
yourself.
fill in the percent. Oh,
Yeah,
that
and you're
is
chasing-
a recipe
It's
for
disaster.
Failure. Yeah, it
It's
is.
never going to work.
Never. And that's why it's no saving nobody like that. And there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
Because what did I say the other day on the phone? You can't save somebody who's getting in their own way.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah. Because
It's tough.
that's true.
listen, I commend Cardi B. I
Okay.
commend her.
She really came up
And she came up how?
being herself.
How could she lose?
Right.
And she's still herself.
And nobody's gonna take that from her.
She can't lose.
She never has
yep.
to remember who she is
Yeah.
because she's always herself.
From the get-go. So like I always thought
But that takes courage.
courage. It does.
takes
It's not
courage
easy.
and-
That takes
It's not easy, yeah.
courage.
Yeah, courage and a little bit of luck too, because it's like the people around you, like, they supported you and they didn't care about, okay, well, society doesn't usually accept this or society doesn't usually allow this, but, you know, they went for it and it ended up working. you know, like it's the culture.